He has because he's on TV all the time. He's an Emmy Award-winning broadcast journalist, nationally syndicated radio host. Over the past 2 decades, you might have seen him anchoring CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, or Current TV. He's now the host of Take Action News with David Shuster on WEAC Radio, broadcasting from Washington, D.C., and our nation's capital. Pretty amazing. He's fresh from the Republican and Democratic conventions. Lots to talk about. Please welcome Mr. David Shuster. Thanks for being here.
Shoes.
Your fans call you out Shoes.
These guys over here in particular were Shuster fans because they were cheering for that.
Yeah.
As a substitute for Keith Olbermann for so many years, I know what it's like to sort of sit and wait your turn and have a good time.
Got some politicos over here, you guys. Shuster, you guys Twitter followers of David Shuster?
MSNBC.
MSNBC, there you go. Well, your reach is far and wide, sir. We got a big fan of yours to your right.
MSNBC, big fan. Watched Dave talk how great it was, and really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, MSNBC, what do you think of it now?
I have to say it's good.
He's a life.
Watch Kermit? No.
Yeah.
You watch Kermit, so.
Yeah, I watch it online.
Liar.
No, I'm not. That's some great stuff on there. You're on there right now. Are you still doing stuff?
Yeah, no, there's some video segments and blogs and everything. So.
Yeah, that's Al Gore's network.
Yeah, it is Al Gore's network. I'm allowed to, yeah, it is Al Gore's network. How much trouble am I going to get in?
It's only being recorded and put on the internet, so.
Al Gore's network, it's on channel like a zillion.
Right.
So if your cable channel goes up that high, you can find it.
It's a pretty cool network. They're doing a lot of really creative things in the medium, I think.
I have to admit, in 1988, I was Al Gore's guy in Westchester County.
That's big credit. You're happy you got that out there? You drove Al Gore around when he was in Westchester County. Congratulations.
But he got killed in '88. So, and how did he do in Westchester County? Not so good.
That's good. You should see that drive.
Presidential politics.
Probably the end of his too.
Well, we've got some presidential politics happening right now, and you, sir, just came back. You're fresh off the conventions. You survived the conventions. Tell me about it. Which was the bigger shit show? Republican or Democrat?
Well, in keeping with the theme of turns,
Yeah, turn
you know, like when you pass a really hard one, you're sort of glad that you got it out. It was a painful experience. That was the Republican. Just sort of a warm one that you kind of knew was getting kind of warm and fuzzy, and kind of glad to get it out as well.
It feels good. You wipe it, nothing there. That's the best. Those are the best. Right.
And optimism about the future.
Yeah. This is David Shuster, respected journalist.
He used to be.
Well, can you compare the two conventions restroom-wise then? How about how about the fancier soaps? Was there an accelerated hand drive?
I'll just say at Current we were saving a lot of money because we stayed at a place called Rock Hill, South Carolina. Has anybody ever heard of Rock Hill, South Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what? It's only like 75 miles away from Charlotte, across the state border.
North Carolina.
And we were all complaining. We were all complaining about just how awful Rock Hill, South Carolina was until we saw that one of the Democratic convention speakers was actually part of the Freedom Alliance in the 1960s and was beaten. And then we started, okay, we're not going to complain so much about Rock Hill. So a little bit of history in Rock Hill, and if you ever want a really good Super 8, eventually you'll only have to pay $3.50. So
Rock Hill, South Carolina. It's better than getting beat by racists. Is that our motto? Yeah. Well, so that was a DNC, so that was kind of fun just to be among your people. You're kind of a celebrity there a little bit.
Well, I mean, the problem with the DNC is that you know, President Obama's trying to hold on to re-election. It's not an easy fight. The economy's not as good as everyone wants, and plus you're only there to sort of meet, you know, Al Sharpton or Chris Matthews or sort of the media stars. I mean, nobody's ever heard of. How many people have heard of Steny Hoyer? Steny Hoyer, anybody?
Maryland, I went to
Right,
school.
yeah. So like, there's like two of you that know Steny Hoyer. He was like one of the primetime speakers, I think, the second night of the convention. So if you don't know who Steny Hoyer is, you're like, wow, Rachel Maddow's over there. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff.
The news media people are more famous than the politicians. I mean, there's cable news has gotten so, invasive in our lives that it's like these are celebrities now. I mean, Rachel Maddow's a huge celebrity.
Yeah, and it works both ways. I mean, Rachel, Keith, and Chris, and myself, you get a lot of great tweets from people who are congratulating you on the work, or breaking big stories, or helping sort of set the national agenda, and then you get the tweets every day, Shuster, you fuckhead. Or, Shuster, you are a socialist douchebag. Or,
that's America. It's democracy. Right? So speaking of Twitter, you at the RNC, you had a big tweet. This is the tweet heard around the world. I'm told, but explain what happened in the RNC.
Well, I used to work at CNN many years ago, so I know a lot of the staff folks over there, and a very good friend told my cameraman that a CNN camerawoman, African-American, had been taunted by, we think it was somebody from the Texas delegation, not sure, but one of the alternates was sitting just off the floor. The CNN camerawoman was just trying to interview delegates or talking to a reporter, and they were saying things, taunting her. And then these two guys started throwing peanuts at her. And one of them said, this is how we feed the animals. Now, they didn't know that it was a CNN camera person because she was in the midst of all the other reporters and media, and there wasn't any sort of identifying characteristic except that she happened to be African American. So that's what CNN called security. Security identified who these jerks were, threw them out, took away their credentials. This happened at about 5 o'clock. We got it confirmed by about 8 o'clock or so, but CNN hadn't done anything with it. We didn't know some of the details. We weren't going to break in the current at that point on TV because we were focusing on the speeches, but I thought, well, let's put a tweet out there because with the information we have, and perhaps some other reporters will pick up on it and force CNN and the Republican convention to make some sort of statement. So we put it out there. Again, we tweeted like 9,000 times. And by 11 o'clock that night, CNN had confirmed that yes, this incident happened, it was regrettable, they took action, the Republican National Committee put out a statement saying it was despicable, but again, that was like 6 hours after the incident happened.
Right. So
and anytime you can scoop CNN on a story about CNN, you're going to make
Well, that's you're kind of like this indie journalist now. You've got your Take Action News. This is your radio show.
Yeah. So in addition to the stuff on current TV, I've got a radio show every Saturday from noon to 3 in DC. It's terrestrial radio, also online. It also airs in Chicago and Grand Rapids and Oklahoma, and Columbus, Ohio, and I think even Boston now. So
Rock Hill. You got Rock Hill?
No, I don't think they have radio yet.